Okay, hello everybody and welcome back to another Gaming Reacts video. And as you can see today, I'm in a slightly different game, and this is actually a game called Firefall. It's still in beta, but it's a very interesting game. It's kind of similar to Borderlands 2, except it's massively multiplayer online. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. Essentially, what your goal is to mine mineral and craft things, and you have to kill stuff, and it's a lot of fun. So today I'm going to be giving away one free beta key to one person that comments, and I'm also going to give you a quick rundown and tour of the game and some of the main features. So as you can see right here, what we're about to do is we're about to do something called thumping, which is essentially you get this giant machine and you call it down, and then you can mine for resources. So we're waiting for someone in our group who has a thumper actually. And when you call one down, basically what happens is you start getting attacked by loads and loads of these creatures, who I'm guessing don't want you to be taking and wrecking their environment or whatever. I don't know. But anyway, they all come out and start attacking you, and you have to fend them off and try to get your thumper out with as many resources as you can. And then what you can do is you can go and you can upgrade your tech tree, and upgrading your tech tree will actually help you in the PvP mode. So it's kind of interesting. By going out and getting resources and stuff, you will have an advantage whenever you play against other players. So it's really interesting and neat system actually. So anyway, I think in a minute here somebody calls one down and we start thumping, and you'll see what that's like. Also, these are not the main enemies in the game. The main enemies are actually called the Chosen, and they attack bases periodically and try to take over the land and stuff. I'll be showing those in a later video when I do an actual review of the game. That should be coming up sometime next weekend. So anyway, as you can see, this is the thumper here, and I was just checking for resources using the hammer, and that tells you what resources are here. So as you can see there, it said integrity 100%, and can't remember what else it says. It says like resources 0% because it hasn't collected anything yet. So it's going to slowly start collecting resources out of the ground, and as you can see already, even very early on, we're being attacked by loads of these little creatures here. Now these are very small, easy to kill ones, but soon you'll start seeing some larger ones, and I don't know what they're called, but essentially you just have to fight them off. And there are also multiple different classes in this game, and I'll probably be doing videos on each of the classes. They're called battle frames. It's quite interesting, but I'm playing as one of the main assault classes. Well, actually the only assault class, and then there's also something similar to a heavy, a sniper, and also a medic. So if you've played other games, it's very similar to, it's kind of like a combination of Team Fortress and Borderlands. It may seem a little bit odd, but when you play the game, you'll kind of get what I'm talking about, hopefully. Maybe not, maybe I'm just weird. Anyway, so as you can see, there are now loads of these enemies, also these slightly bigger enemies. What are those called? I can't remember, but they're these large dinosaur-like creatures that come and attack you, and it's quite interesting. So we are basically trying to fend these off to get all of these resources. So the game actually looks really nice. I'm playing max graphics settings, so it looks quite good. It's not really meant to be realistic, which is why I said it's sort of similar to Borderlands in that style. I believe it's using cell-based shading. Not 100% sure on that though. So there are also some flying creatures, as you can see there. Also, you may want to note that my secondary weapon that I had just pulled out there was an SMG. Basically all the classes have a secondary weapon, and basically they're all some sort of assault rifle or SMG. I actually bought that SMG. The default for I think every class is an assault rifle. So here you can see something interesting. There are actually these ice creatures that come in, they start freezing stuff, and they just make a mess of everything. We're trying to get rid of it, and as you can see, the integrity is now down to 59%. Not very good. We are not doing too well. But because the mineral concentration in this area was relatively high, it does make it much more difficult. The enemies are harder, and yeah, so it just makes it more difficult in general, which is really cool. So if you get together a really good team, then you should be able to fight off loads of enemies if you work together and are coordinated. And you should be able to get loads of resources, and then you can go into a PvP match as a team and just dominate. So it's really kind of cool, and I'll probably be doing a PvP gameplay later, but I think I've already said that. So anyway, we're still being attacked here by these massive creatures, and somebody decides to send back the thumper there. Unfortunately, it was pretty low on health. We decided to just send it back rather than losing it. So anyway, this video was just to kind of give you a general idea of what the game is, and I also wanted to give out a beta key so that some of you could start playing, and I'll be definitely giving out more beta keys, so subscribe if you want to get them. So basically, if you want to get the beta key, leave a comment down below telling me what you think is your favorite part of the game from what you've seen in this video. And the best one, or the one I think is the most interesting or creative, that person will get a beta key. Also, one thing to note is if you don't have a very good PC, please don't try to get the key, because I'll kind of feel like I'm wasting it, because this game is not really optimized yet for lower end PCs. It's still in beta, so you will need a decent graphics card. So don't, if you have a non-gaming laptop or something, don't bother. It won't run properly. So in that case, sorry, but you might have to just wait a while. Hopefully they add some optimizations soon. But yeah, other than that, so I'll be giving out a beta key, and I might actually give out a couple depending on how many more I can get my hands on. I'm going to try to talk to the developers and see if I can get some more. And this is actually another quick clip where we are fighting some of the main enemies, and as you can see, they're all over the place. This was just a mess. It got pretty crazy, and actually this is sort of the lower part of this was the ending part of the battle. It was actually much more intense in the middle. But, oh my gosh, sorry. I keep trying to end the video. So anyway, if you want a beta key and you have a decent computer that you think could run this, leave a comment below. The game is great. The graphics are really nice. And also, one thing to note is this game will be 100% free to play when it comes out. The only thing is it might not be out for another year and a half. It could be quite a while. This has quite a long development phase for a game like this, so we may be waiting. So definitely, if you want to play, leave a comment. Make it creative, interesting, and I will try to get out beta keys to as many people as I can. So anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. Don't forget to comment. Please subscribe if you want to see more giveaways and stuff, and I hope to see you in my next video. Goodbye.